Hello. Welcome to this week's Wi-Fi Wednesday. My name is Kevin Z. I am founder and CEO of MyWiFi Networks, and I'm super excited to get into this week's training with you guys. I think we're going to start off by obviously COVID-19 is still here. Please comment below. I hope you and your families are doing well and safe and are healthy and coping with what's happening in the world. I think everyone is kind of sunk in already. It's been a few almost a couple of months. I think end to end when we first heard about it to the where we are now. I think it's still going to be a couple months, but rest assured there is still opportunity with business. Number one, health comes number one. I saw some posts with I shared a post earlier about Georgia opening up. I personally believe it's a little bit premature, and I don't encourage anyone to go out there in any way. Health comes first, but the fact is that people are starting to think about businesses opening, right? So business owners are starting to brush off their chairs, starting to sweep their floors, starting to get ready. While it won't be full blast, I think throughout the summer it's still going to be like half capacity kind of thing. There still is, thought about business, right? So while the first 6 weeks was like there's no chance we're opening, now there's a little glimmer of like, yeah, when is it going to happen? So this thought process for any business owner means that they're starting to think about what are they going to do differently now than they did before this virus hit. I think the number one thing is they need to know their customers. They need to understand exactly who comes into their business. Those are their best customers, the ones that especially when they open and that are at half capacity, in a few weeks, a few months from now, when those businesses do open and people do come back, it's important to know exactly who they are. Name, email, phone number, right? So sell this solution to those business owners now, starting to think about reopening. Give them, even free service, and we'll work with everyone. And please comment below if there's anything we can do as far as plans go or pricing goes. Let us know what is more digestible. I personally think that $10 a location is really cost effective, depending on which plan you're on. It really works, especially $3 an access point. So but we're always here to work with our partners, and we think that the margins are there. So obviously, always interested in that. Feel free to send me a personal email if you have any thoughts about perhaps more optimized pricing models. But I think what we have is pretty good. But aside from that, right? On a side note, it's important that every business owner knows that capturing data is very important. That being said, it's never been more important to communicate this with your customers. Let them know how important email, SMS. Anybody who does restaurant delivery specifically, but any business, even like retail stores, stuff like that, if they have online, it's important to let the customers know that they do sell online, right? So the big announcement I do have for today is that our new support desk is now live, and this is should be super exciting for a lot of you because if you're just getting started, or let me just kill my notifications here. And yeah, if you're just getting started or if you just want to reference anything in our system, we previously had a support desk. It was support.mywifi.io. Now, it was good, but it was a couple years in the works, right? Now, we took this opportunity in the last month or so to completely rewrite 250 articles in our support desk. Okay, so you'll find this if you go to support.mywifinetworks.com, or in your dropdown. It's important to go through your login, because if you click on support right over here, you'll see a new tab will open up. It will authenticate you, and you'll be logged in now to Zendesk. So now we're using Zendesk for support. We're switching over in a way for multiple reasons. We actually used to use this many years ago. Now we are bringing it back primarily because the knowledge base experience is much better. We are now going to be specifically, and I have a slide for this, ticket-based issue tracking. So we're still going to offer chat support, but in cases where you have an issue or a concern or a setup or an installation, sometimes the chat was good, but we found that a lot of times you would, customers, I'm not saying you personally, and everyone would, en masse would start a chat and then maybe start another chat, and things would get lost in the mix, and it wasn't the most efficient way of having our team support you. So right now, there still is frontline chat support. Well, first of all, there's a knowledge base, 250 articles that are completely rewritten, in addition to some extra things that I'll show you in a minute. So all of these are really good for learning how to use the system. If you're just getting started, or if you want to just revisit it, let's say you've been using it for years and you just want to see, hey, I want to see everything the system can do, check out our new knowledge base. If you're just getting started, click over here. A couple major layout differences that you'll notice. So first of all, it's much easier to navigate, so no more, distractions. It's really just geared towards finding you the quickest answer as fast as possible. So if you're just getting started with, let's say, locations, we have a locations overview. So you'll see right away there's a left-hand navigation here that allows you to navigate to any article in the entire, so any of these 250 articles you can easily find over here. So it's almost like reading a book or going through a guide. Everything is here. So if you want to have a troubleshooting, or if you want to use the platform, you want to learn an overview, you want to learn about integrations, how to set up automations, anything like that, you can reference over here. But in the specific article, you have an overview for example here, and it's completely rewritten, as I mentioned. If you've checked out our articles before, these are all new. So we cover everything from the article standpoint. In addition, we also have the ability to submit specific requests, like I mentioned, the issue tracking. So rather than start a chat, you can submit a specific request to a specific department. So here, if you want to call back, so we've had requests where, hey, we try call support. Now, support is usually online with somebody else. Like, we're not just sitting by the phone. We always have meetings. We're scheduled by requests. So sometimes it's easier just to say, like, hey, call me back. And you can do a callback request, and this will be redirected to a calendar where you can select a time where you want to schedule a Zoom meeting with our support team. In addition, if you have any finance or account management requests, this will go directly to our finance team. Any questions about for our sales team, any questions about shipping, technical support, if you want to report a bug, or if you want to upgrade or inquire about any enterprise plans. So you'll get right to the right department directly rather than going to chat, having to chat and then wait. And so now this goes just directly to who's going to take care of it. If there's an issue with your device, you can pop that in here. We're going to pre-populate some of this as we further the integration. But it's very simple. Enter your subject description, and this will go right to that department, and we'll get back to you right away. And in fact, this is easier because you'll have a list of your tickets, your issues. They'll each be referenced, and you'll be able to chat with the right people directly rather than go through multiple levels of chat support. Also, we are launching a new community over here. As you see, this is completely blank slate. I'm looking for some community members who want to volunteer. Now, please comment or message me directly if you want to get involved in our community to be a community admin. This will allow you to help populate the community, but ultimately everybody who's logged in, and make sure that you access support through the link here in your dropdown. So if you click here, you'll be pre-logged in, and you can post anything here. Now, often, in Facebook, we don't want chat support posted in the community. So it's been a really big problem for some that you have a technical question, you want the community to answer it, and you post it on Facebook. Now, our support team goes through that and removes it from Facebook because Facebook is not for technical support. Right? You've heard me say it multiple times, thousands of times over the last few years. Well, now there's a forum for technical support. Okay, we're just kicking it off. Now, this will be populated with topics. There'll be topics specifically for campaigns, devices, marketing ideas, things like that. Anything goes in this forum. This is not like Facebook. Okay, our technical team lives here. Our support team lives here. They don't live on Facebook. Okay, they live inside Zendesk, inside this world. So this is the world where you'll have access to our support team, our experts, our developers. You can post things in the community here, and obviously we encourage everyone to chime in and communicate and chat within the same forum here. So this is available at support.mywifinetworks.com. On the top, you'll see the link community. It's pretty straightforward. And as we populate this, feel free to start posting here. And we're going to start creating some topics, and an update for that will be coming shortly. But as you can imagine, rewriting 250 articles is not an easy task. So a big shout out to my support team who worked really hard on this and created a whole bunch of great content and just walkthroughs of everything you'd need to know when using the system. For example, OpenWRT compatible devices just off the top. Everything's nicely referenced. In addition, everything's searchable with a much better search. Sorry, talking a little too fast. So yeah, this is a really good step in the right direction, I think. So you see, it's really nice to find things. So we're going to be improving this as we go. You'll be able to search the community articles. And we're also going to be including a lot of our members area content, our sales training in the same ecosystem. And please comment below as well what you prefer. I'll put a vote up for this as well. If you prefer all of our training, our support, our members area, our academy, and our downloads, like all within Zendesk, like all like kind of within the same support area, password protected, obviously for registered users, or if you do like the fact that everything is separated, because we've had different people say different things. So please let me know what you think is easier for you to kind of consume the content. And that being said, super excited about this, and I think it's been a long time in the works. You've heard me hint about it for a long time. Now it's live, so please go enjoy it. And it's going to be a huge, valuable resource and a huge asset for a lot of you, I'm sure. In addition, another thing that we are launching, and I'm able to show you this now, is we are launching some new support videos, step-by-step videos that'll help you walk through everything in the system. Not only will it allow you to walk through it, it'll also be available to you so that you can share it with your clients. Now, I'll give you a sec. I'm just loading off screen over here, and I'll bring it in. Just a bit slow. Okay, so we are using a cool tool to develop these step-by-step tutorials. They are designed to really walk you through doing different things, an overview, but specifically how to do this, how to do that. You'll be able to have every element done step-by-step with screenshots and overviews. And what makes this interesting, and I'm just going to bring it in a sec, I'm just loading it off screen. In fact, I'm just going to unplug my headphones here so you guys can get the audio. I don't know if my audio streams. So we created a bunch of videos. This is an example of a white label video. So there's no mention of MyWiFi at all. And for example, if you wanted to have an overview or share with someone exactly how the settings worked inside their sub-user account. So let's say you're giving access to a sub-user and you wanted to give them access to that.
Welcome to your settings page. Here you can make various changes to the settings of your location. You can schedule campaigns, limit guest session times and bandwidth usage, block or allow user access and change sub-user access.
And you'll notice how it's not a human, so it's not my voice. In fact, it's unrecognizable. And the cool thing about this is that you'll see that it's in English here, but we're going to be translating each one of these videos into Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, Japanese, over 10 different languages. Any by request, please let me know. But essentially, you'll have a ton of videos that'll train you exactly how to use the system in this format. So real step-by-step. And you can
The first tab is campaign assignment, where
and they match, for the most part, the new support articles. So you can read the support article, or you can watch this short minute video that goes step-by-step exactly how to do everything in our system. And I encourage you, please, to always go through this first. If you have any questions after that, you can always chat with our support team. And if our the chat will submitting a ticket now if you have a specific department that you want to go to, but that'll allow you to get your answer as fast as possible. We want our support team should really, their focus is to make sure that you spend less time with the platform and more time out there selling, and less time setting things up and more time out there making money. So that's our goal, and if there's anything else we can do in any way to help with that, please let us know. But we're just in the middle of reworking these white label videos, getting into a new MyWiFiSupportDesk.com. So you'll be able to go there shortly, and that'll be like a white labeled, unbranded support desk that you can use for your clients. And any other requests beyond that, we're always listening. Please let us know. And I'll be running through specifics as we populate the community, as we populate some other things inside our new knowledge base and support desk. We'll be updating on that shortly. I was just so excited. I wanted to share it with you, and I also just wanted to get it in your hands and make it available, because a lot of these new articles will make things easier to use, easier to make things easier to use, and hope you enjoy it all. Anyways, guys, thanks a lot. Take care. Talk soon.